What's up? What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Fears. What up? What's going on, you guys? Well, I already did one stream today, so I thought I would do a second stream. I just had dinner like an hour ago, so I was just kind of watching a movie, and I was kind of bored, and I was like, nah, I got a couple things on my mind, and a couple things that I want to address, so I thought I would do a stream, and after I address those things, then I'm going to do a bunch of, I haven't done a lot of top 10s in a while, so I selected a couple of top 10s that I thought we could do today. And I saved a whole bunch of questions that a few fans asked me, and then a few that I found on the internet that I want to answer. So yeah. Anyway, let me open up the chat. Here we go. There we are. All right, let me switch it from top chat to live chat. There we are. Okay, there it is. Good to see everybody. LC, I caught a little bit of LC's, and I'll be honest, I have watched Deadpool. Where is it? Deadpool 1. I need to watch Deadpool 2, and I've got it over here. And am I looking forward to Deadpool 3? With Wolverine? Yes and no. I am looking forward to it. And I'm excited. I am. But Deadpool is not like my favorite superhero. I like him. But Superman will always be my favorite superhero of all time. Second would be Batman. And then I do love the Green Hornet. So, will it be good? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope. I mean, there's always hope that it'll be good. You know. And then, I found out today that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be, playing Dr. Doom. I don't know how that's going to work at all. You know. I have no idea. No clue. Because he played Iron Man for so long, you know. And then that one actor played Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four. I don't recall the actor's name. I really don't. I thought he did a great job at playing Dr. Doom. But, I don't know. I just don't know. So let me know your guys' opinions in the chat. Will it work? Do you think Robert Downey Jr. will pull off Dr. Doom? I mean, he is a fantastic actor, so if anyone can pull it off, it's him. I just don't know how that's going to work, because, he's already Iron Man. And I think he should continue to play Iron Man. Who cares if he's, died, or who cares if he's old, I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. come back as Iron Man again. But, anyway. Here we go. So, tonight's topics, I should say, is the top 10 coffees, because Fears has drank a lot of coffee. The top 10, what are 10 of my favorite hobbies? I've got a lot of hobbies, but I'll try to narrow it down to 10. And because I was in Boy Scouts, I know the name of lots of campfires. There's not just one way you can build a fire. There's quite a lot, actually. So I thought I would do 10. And then, unfortunately, I don't like to do this, but unfortunately I have to address some rumors. Not that they bother me. They zero bother me, and I don't really care what a bunch of troll idiots say, but I like to set the record straight. There's not many that I want to address, but there are a few. So yeah. So, and then I saved a whole bunch of movie questions because I've been wanting to answer these questions for a while. But anyway, let's start things off with a bang and do top 10 hobbies. Here we are. Shout out to the 8 people watching. All right, here we go. Here we are. Top 10 hobbies. I would say number 1 is streaming. I stream a lot, so streaming, I guess it could be considered a hobby. So streaming. Number 2, editing. Editing. I love to edit. I would consider editing a hobby. So editing. Let's see. Number 3, probably writing. I do like to write. Whenever I have the time to paint, I definitely like to paint. So paint. I like to go walking, around the property to burn weight. So walking. Working out. Working out is a hobby, Working out. Yo, what's up, Tinder Immortal? How you been? Let's see. Toy hunting. Toy hunting would be another hobby. Toy hunting. When I can, I like to travel. I do like to travel. Let's see. Streaming, editing, writing, painting, walking, working out, toy hunting, conventions, going to conventions. So conventions. Conventions. And then number 10. Let's see here. Number 10. Let's see here. What else? Google reviews. Those are always fun. All right. Let's see. What's next? What's next? Well, I guess, yeah, let's see. Have you seen any Halloween or fall merchandise anywhere yet? It's all over the place already. Ooh, what? Where you live, Tinder Immortal? I've seen it pop up here and there. Like, I went and got gas the other day, and they had a tiny bit of fall season, fall merch, like in the gas station. But it hasn't hit Walmart yet. It hasn't hit Walmart yet down here. Not yet. But give it probably, I guarantee you, once it hits like August or September, bam, that's right when you'll see it. For sure. Usually it pops. It starts popping around August, September. So I think it's just a tad bit too early for that. But yeah. Yo, Eddie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Shout out to the 11 people in the chat. But very good question, Tinder Immortal. I've only seen it a tiny bit in a gas station. But that was about it. That was about it. But nothing in the like Sam's Clubs, and nothing in the Walmarts or stuff like that. Brock says, Fears! What's up, Brock? What's up? Good to see you. Eddie, it is good to see you again. It's been a minute. It's been a while. I mean, you're slowly but surely starting to come back into the streams, my friend, and I appreciate that. I do. All right. Let's do another. Well, I guess I should address the rumors. I kind of want to get, the bad stuff out of the way first. I mean, I hate doing this. I don't care that haters say this stuff. It just gets annoying because it's just simply not true. And I've got a kind of a funny, weird story to tell you. It's 100% true. So why don't I start with the funny story? Because it's a doozy. And then I'll get into the rumors, and then we'll go back to the top 10s. All right, so first of all, I don't want to single anyone out. I actually don't know who this person is that contacted me. So as you guys all know, I got back from my trip on the 15th, and I'd say somebody contacted me. Somebody text messaged me on the 11th or 12th. I don't know who this is, but essentially, this person, I'm not gonna read it word for word because I actually deleted the text message, but I don't know how this person got my number, but so somebody got my number. This is 100% true, Scout's honor. I swear to God this happened on my father's grave. I'm not lying to you guys. I don't lie to my fans anymore. But I kind of remember what this person said. I wish I would have kept the text messages. Unfortunately, I didn't. So I wish I would have kept it. I almost wasn't going to tell you the story, but I thought I might as well. Yo, what's up, Shuffler? He says, missed your earlier streams. I'm here. What's new? Well, we're about to get into it. He says, what's up? I'm doing good, Shuffler. I hope you and Tinder Immortal are doing well. And Eddie says that I'm a hustler. I like to read Hustler, but I wouldn't consider myself a hustler, but I like to read Hustler. Anyway, so one night on my trip, I'm just editing away, and all of a sudden I get a text message, and I have no idea who this is. This person just text messaged me and says, Fears, I need to talk to you. And I said, well, who is this? And essentially they said, well, I'm not going to tell you my name. I'm not going to tell you who I am. And I said, well, how did you get my number? And this person, I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl. It could have been a girl. I have no idea. And they said, well, I'm not going to tell you how I got your number, but I want to let you know that I don't want to harm you, so don't be scared. I'm on your side, and I'm planning to expose Larry when the time is right. And I was like, okay. And I said, why won't you tell me who this is? And I remember saying to him, I like to know who I'm talking to. And I'm like, I won't give out your number. And he said, I'm not telling you who I am. I just want to let you know, Fears, that I'm on your side and that Larry was never your friend and that he was making fun of you that whole time when you guys were trying to be cool with each other. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. This is interesting news. And so I said, so you're not going to tell me who you are? And he says, you can block me after this conversation, Fears. I don't care. And I said, if you don't tell me who you are, I am going to block you. Because it was a little weird to get just a random text message from this person. And the person said, that's fine if you want to block me. I did block them. And essentially he said, I'm going to expose Larry for who he really is. And I text messaged him and said, well, when? And he said, it won't be for a while, but it's coming. So that's not my words. It's whoever this person was that texted me. So that was a little eerie. I mean, that's like some shit that like happens like out of a horror movie or something. Like when a stranger calls or some shit, you know? So I was like, I don't remember exactly how I ended it. I said something to the effect of, okay, thanks. And then I said, all right, well, and so then I just left it alone. I went and got a shower. I came back. And then this person said, thanks for listening. Or thanks for taking my messages. Or he said something like that. And then I blocked him. So apparently somebody, I don't know if it's in our community or another community or wherever, but someone is planning to expose Larry. I don't really care because, I try not to bring Larry or Quentin or any of those idiots up because if you do, World War 19 will ensue. I try to keep my my streams as positive as possible, but every once in a while I have to address these things because people make a lot of rumors about you online. It's unfortunate, but I know my loving and loyal fans will believe me. But see, the thing is those trolls think I lie about everything now because, and I'm willing to admit this, and I've admitted it in the past, back in the day, I did used to, lie a lot to you guys. Because I was like, oh, they'll never find out. I'll just lie about this. I'll just lie about that. I don't do that anymore. So you can believe me. You don't have to believe me. But it's the truth. I'm 100% real with you guys. So there's just 3 rumors that I want to address. And I know why they say it. They say it to get me mad. And I'm like, well, you're not going to get me mad because, I just don't do that anymore. And it's stupid to get mad over some idiots making false accusations about you. I don't know where they got this, but they say that I am gay and that I've always been gay. Fears is gay. Everything he does is gay. And that's just simply not true. I will admit I have gay friends, but I'm not gay. And I have nothing against gay people. Nothing. I have nothing against gay people. I don't, when it comes to fears, what you see is what you get. I don't care if you're blue, black, white, gay, transgender, bi, whatever. I've always lived my life. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Until somebody disrespects me or until someone betrays my trust, that's when I would have a problem with you. But there you go, Visions. Well, they gave me hell for that. One day in a stream, I was like, I'm 0 gay. The next time, the next time I went into the Discord, that was all over the fucking place. And I don't care what they say. I shouldn't have to justify myself to anybody. But what they're saying is just simply not true. So there's that. So, anyway. Believe me, don't believe me, I don't care. But the truth is that I'm not gay. So that's the first rumor I want to, squash. And let me just get through my spiel here, and then I'll read all the comments back. I'm not ignoring you guys. So there's that. The second rumor that I want to address is they think that I don't tell the truth. They're like, well, whatever, Fears, you're a liar. You've always lied. You're continuing to lie. You always lie. Right now, in fact, I'm lying. And I'm like, that's just not true. I will admit, though, now if I didn't admit this, then I would be a liar. Back in the day, I did. I used to lie about everything back in the day. Because back in the day, I was like, oh, they'll never find out. When they found out, I looked like an ass. I was like, oh, shit. They found out. But see, now I don't do that anymore. I'm 100% real with you guys. If there's something that's personal and that I don't want to talk about, if somebody asks me a question, I'm like, hey, you know what? I really don't want to talk about that. That's the only time I'm not 100% real with you guys, because I'm like, oh, well, if I don't want to talk about that topic, I don't want to talk about that topic. But for the most part, I'm pretty, 100% real with you guys. So, now I know a shadow of a doubt after this stream or tomorrow, those little idiots in that Discord will be like, oh, well, that was a lie, so I'm just going to, Fears continues to lie. He lied about, us saying that he's a liar. And So they're going to say whatever they're going to say and spew out the evil garbage that they do. But I don't lie anymore, you know? So there's that. And then the third rumor, I don't know where the hell they got this from. I already kind of addressed it a couple of days ago, but this one, I can't. I'll be honest. I remember reading it in the Discord. I don't remember who started this, but this one is the most weirdest one. Fears has never seen a Pacino movie. Fears doesn't know who Al Pacino is. Fears doesn't know how to pronounce Al Pacino. And I'm like, these people are fucking morons. You pronounce it Al, A-L, Pacino. So that crushes that rumor right there. 2, I know who the fuck Al Pacino is. He's a massive movie star. Now he's an old movie star because he's getting quite old. He's been in a zillion movies. And now, here's the thing that I'm willing to admit. Has Fears seen all of Al Pacino's movies? The answer is no. I've only seen maybe like 3 of Al Pacino's movies. So, not that I'm not a big Al Pacino fan. I think he's a great actor. I just haven't got around to watching a lot of his films. And that's the honest to God truth. But I know who he is, and I know how to pronounce his name. So I don't know why the fuck they started that rumor. Just out of the blue, I'm in the Discord, and I read that, and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? You know? So, there's that. So, again, don't believe these idiots. You know? It's just, they have way too much time on their hands. Way too much time. Alright, let me read all the comments, and then I'll get back to where let's see, where did I leave off? Shuffler says, what's up? What's up? And the winner is Eddie. I don't know what he won, but apparently he's the winner. Brock says, sometimes it's best to just let it out. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, Brock. It just gets so fucking old. Like, oh, Fears did this, and Fears did that, and Fears is this. I'm just like, dude, I don't know where the hell you guys get this crap from, but that's just simply not true. And I know why they do it. They just want to do it to get on my nerves and to make me mad. And I'm like, that's not really going to get me mad. It's just pathetic that those idiots, they're just in a Discord and they just talk all this shit. I kid you not, Discords, I've never had a good experience with a Discord. I think Discords are the most dumbest shit alive. I think Discords are evil because it's a bunch of morons just in there just saying, oh God, oh, Fears is this and Fears is that. And, oh my God, you know? It is fucking stupid. And you know what? The most funniest thing is like, I'm LC's friend. If they didn't know that I was LC, none of those fucking idiots would be in LC's Discord. The only reason why they're in there is because I was in there first. And because I'm a good friend, I let LC promote like his channels and all of his social media and his Discord. And the minute they heard that LC had a Discord, all those fucking morons came, and they basically, I feel bad for LC, they basically came in there, took over LC's Discord, and it's a shame. They've destroyed LC's Discord. They just say the most evil shit alive in there, and it's ridiculous. Now, I will say this, not everyone in there is evil. There's a lot of evil shits online. So not everyone in LC's Discord is evil, but a lot of them are. So, but I don't really give a fuck what they say, because no matter what I say, like, I know this ain't gonna help addressing the rumors, but sometimes I'm just like, that's not true, so I have to address it. Even if I do address it, it won't help. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter how many videos I make, they've already made up their mind about me. You know, like, oh yeah, we saw Fears' live stream. Yeah, that's a lie. He's a liar. Yeah, we know he's gay, and you know, and I'm just like, dude, whatever. So people are gonna believe whatever they're gonna believe. So it doesn't really matter what I say, you know. they'll still be talking shit. If I died tomorrow, they would still be talking shit about me for 1,000 years. It just does not. It's just so stupid, and it gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. It really does. But it is what it is. So I just wanted to address those three things. But yeah. Anyway. So let's see here. Let me scroll down here. Brock says, now this is Brock saying this. I didn't say this. Brock said this. He says, "Oh, Larry is a real rascal. It's time he gets his due." See, here's the thing. I'm not an evil person, Brock. I don't care about getting revenge on anyone. I used to. I used to be like, oh, I'm going to get revenge on all those fucking trolls. Fuck them. I hope they all die. That is just the most immature bullshit. So I don't really care if Larry gets his own dues. You know? All I care about is being a good person, doing the right thing, hanging out with my friends and my family and making good content for you guys, and hanging out with the real fans, because there are fans that really care about me and my channel and like my stuff, you know? So I try and focus on the good people, and I try to block out the bad, you know? I really do. But it is tough. It's tough not to, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's tough to not stoop to their level. Because back in the day, oh man, I said a lot of shit to them. So I probably pissed them off. Now, I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm zero afraid of anyone. Oh God, see, now they'll make fun of that. Oh, fear, zero gays, zero afraid, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm not afraid of anyone. You know, I've dared each and one of them, like, oh, you're big shit talkers? Show up at my door. You'll get the ass kicking of your life. Because I'm not afraid of anyone. And no one is going to intimidate Fears. Nobody. You know? But, so Brock, I don't really care if Larry gets his dues. Really. I just want to forget about him. You know? But I will admit it was really weird, whoever that person was that texted me and said, oh, I'm going to expose Larry. He's going to get his just desserts. I was like, okay, I don't know who the fuck you are, but okay, good for you. You know? So, but that's not me, though. And Larry is one of the big ones. Now that I don't want to talk to him anymore, now he calls me gay all the time. He's like, oh, like today, I was in the Discord and Larry was all about, hey, Fears, like, I hope you get a date from a guy and I hope you get some dick to suck. And I'm like, well, that's just gross. That's just disgusting. And I'm like, whatever, Larry. Whatever, dude. I'm like, whatever you say, Larry. Whatever, buddy. And it's just simply not true. But, and the main reason why I didn't want to talk to Larry is because he's so full of shit. He wanted to come in and take over my stream and say, Fears, like, Quentin is the best person to be on your side. Quentin's a good guy. Fears, Yakov is a great guy. He should be on your side. And we all know that Quentin's a fucking idiot, and he's an evil shit. Yakov is a fucking idiot, and he's an evil shit. And I don't want to be associated with Larry, Yakov, Quentin, any of those morons. So I just went, Larry, I'm not going to have this discussion. And he was trying to force me into something that I didn't want to do. And I don't like when people try to force people to do something because that's not right. I didn't want to have that conversation. No, Fears, you've got to have this conversation with me. And I'm like, no, I don't. Absolutely, I do not. And so and he didn't like that that he didn't get to take over my stream, and he didn't like that I didn't want to talk to him. So I'm just like, I don't have to put up with your immature bullshit. Bye. Later. See ya. You know? So it is what it is. So yeah. Leonard says, why would you lie to us? Well, back in the day, the reason why I lied, if you're being honest, is sometimes Fears is confident with himself, and sometimes I'm not, just like everybody. So back in the day, I would just make something up just to make myself feel like cool. I'm like, oh, they'll never know. I'll just lie about this. So, like, one of the lies I did, like, way back there was, hey, guys, I went to San Diego Comic-Con. It was fucking awesome. Guess what? Fears has never went to San Diego Comic-Con ever. I've always wanted to, but that was one of the lies that I did way back when. And a couple weeks later, they were like, yeah, Fears, you're so full of shit. You've never went there. And they were right. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con. I've always wanted to, though. You know? So back in the day, I used to lie about not everything, but a lot. Now, I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm more mature. I have nothing to lie, I have nothing to lie about. I'm 100% real with you guys. Again, if there's something that I don't want to talk about, like let's say somebody asked me a question and I didn't really feel like, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm like, that's a little bit too personal. I'm not going to talk about that. I don't have to talk about it, But the stuff that I do talk about, it's 100% real. But just some people are going to hate, and some people are never going to believe fears. And I regret lying back in the day. Because now it's hard for, not everyone, but it's hard for some people to believe me now. So I kind of dug my own grave with that one, But all I can do is learn from my mistakes, which I have, and I've been 100% real with you guys from that day forth, Anyway. It is what it is. Shuffler says, you're a real one, Fears, man. I want to hear, coffee stores. I don't really have a coffee story. Coffee story. You know what? You know what a good coffee story is, Shuffler? You probably already know this coffee story, but I'll tell it anyway. I think now don't get me, now some people are going to say that I'm a liar. It's not that I'm lying. I'm saying it right off the top before I start the story. I don't remember the whole story, so I'm going to tell you the bits that I remember, because we all know Fears. Sometimes I can remember a story fully. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I have a good memory on some things, and sometimes I don't have a good memory on everything. I don't remember what we were celebrating. I think we were celebrating my birthday, and Carrie was in there. If it wasn't my birthday, then it was somebody else's birthday. But I'm pretty sure, I'm about 90% positive it was my birthday, and I did a birthday stream. I think that's what it was. Again, if I'm wrong, I apologize. Anyway, so we were celebrating. Carrie was in there. Visions, I know for a fact you were there. Tons of fans were in the chat. We were having a good time. Tommy came in, and all hell broke loose between Tommy and Carrie. Again, I don't remember a lot what Carrie and Tommy said, but it was back and forth, and they were going fucking ballistic, and I was just sitting there kind of like, oh man, okay, all right, this is happening. I started laughing. You guys in the chat started laughing, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my coffee and sit back and watch the motherfucking show. And it went on for quite a while. And Shuffler, I don't know if you were there back in the day. I know Tinder Immortal was, but I don't know, because Shuffler and Tinder Immortal, they're a thing. They're about to get married, so congrats to you guys. I don't know if you guys were a thing back then. I don't know. It's none of my business. So you may have been a thing back then, but I don't know if you were in the community back then, buddy. But anyway, that's the best coffee story that I got, because you kind of put me on the spot, and I was like, I don't know if I have a coffee story. But the minute you said that, I was like, well, hang on, give me a minute, let me think. And then I thought of that, and I was like, hopefully that'll tide them over. So yeah. Anyway. Eddie says, Fears, you better be a good boy. I'm always good. You don't have to worry about me. I'm the host, So, yeah. Vision says, Fierce, you know who really is gay? Rebecca's gay. I mean, I wouldn't know, Visions. I have no idea who Rebecca is. But Rebecca seems to really know who you are. Because almost every day, Rebecca is like, got the hots for Visions. Rebecca comes in, and Rebecca goes to town on Visions. So there it is. So there we go. Tinder Immortal says, random as fuck. What's random as fuck? What? That story that I just told, Tinder Immortal? You're gonna have to be more precise. Let me know what is random as fuck. Shuffler says, Fears, have you seen Deadpool? I've seen Deadpool 1, and I've seen about half of Deadpool 2, so I need to finish Deadpool 2. And I haven't went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine yet. Not yet. But I'll be honest. I am excited because I do like Deadpool a little bit. As you guys know, my favorite superhero is Superman. He's the inspiration for Fears Man. He was my favorite superhero as a kid. I used to take bath towels and tie them around my neck and pretend I was flying, and the bath towel was my cape. Next would probably be Batman. Batman is probably my second favorite. And the thing about him, he's more of a vigilante. He is a superhero, but he's like an anti-hero. He doesn't have any powers. He has this. He has moolah. He has money. But, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see, Shuffler. I'm sure I'm sure the fans are gonna go nuts. And I will admit, I had to pinch myself. It is gonna be cool to see Wolverine finally in the yellow and blue suit. Because we haven't seen it. We've seen it in comic books, but we've never seen it like in a television show or a movie. So I am a tad bit excited for that. I really am. So yeah. But I'm not super excited, if that makes sense. I'm excited a little bit, I'm kind of like, should be good. But I'll be honest, they haven't made a really good superhero movie in a long time. I liked a few of the Iron Man movies, and I liked a few of the Avenger movies, but they haven't made like a really, 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 really good superhero movie in quite a long time. So yeah. Anyway, let me continue on here. Let's see here. Brock says, revenge is pretty cool. If you want to know how to ruin Larry's life, let me know. Just saying. Again, Brock, I'm not all about revenge anymore. I'd rather just let Larry do his thing and let him ride off into the sunset, and I'm going to do my thing. And hopefully he'll just stop on his own, I'm sure he won't because Larry's immature. The weird thing about Larry is he's older than me. He's like in his 50s, and I'm more mature than him. Anytime you go into the Discord, he's like almost 50, or he is 50, I think. Do you see me, like a 41-year-old man, saying, oh, Larry is this and Larry's that? No. But you see Larry all the time like dissing Fears, and you would think someone of like in their 50s wouldn't be doing that immature shit. So, but back in the day, trust me, I was all about revenge, But it's better to just ignore them and let them do their own thing. Again, I'm not afraid of any of those fuckers, But the more they know that it irritates you, the more they'll do it. So I haven't got like super, 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 super mad on camera in quite a long time. I know they always try, but I'm like, who gives a shit what they think? Because like I say, my go-to line is, and it's the truth, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, it's the internet. They're going to judge you no matter what. So the best thing to do is just not dwell on what those idiots have to say and just keep doing your own thing. Keep making your content. It is sad. Like sometimes you read like in the news, like someone will commit suicide because haters online like gave them a bunch of shit. And that's terrible. They would never get me to do that because committing suicide, that's like a permanent solution to a temporary problem. So they can say what they want. Like I was just in the Discord the other day and Crackpot was saying a whole bunch of stupid shit. And I said, Crackpot, you can say what you want, you can do what you want, no matter what you say, you're not going to hurt my feelings. So then I said something to the effect of, so your comments are powerless. I said, you have no power. I'm like, say what you're going to say, I don't give a shit, And then what did he do? He did a classic, like, troll thing where he took it off of him and put it right back on me. And he's like, Fears, I'm just trying to help you out. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be gay. And I'm like, I wasn't even talking about that. But see, he didn't like that I said, oh, his comments mean nothing to me. So he tried to get the attention back on me. That's a classic troll tactic. And it failed. I was like, you're a fucking idiot. I know exactly what you're doing. And I'm like, you can say what you want. It does not mean shit to me. I don't give a shit. I don't believe in what you're saying. You're not hurting my feelings. You can say what you want. It just shows how immature they are. So it is what it is. But I'm not about revenge, Brock. Hell, for all I know, Brock is the one that could have texted me. You know, that was, I will admit, that was a little scary. It was like a couple of days right before I got back home on the 15th. So I flew home on the 15th, and like for the people that didn't hear this, I wish I would have kept the text messages, but it was just so weird. I just got rid of them. Essentially, somebody texted me and said, Fears, you don't know me, but I know you, and I'm planning to expose Larry for the asshole he really is. He said something, or he or she, I don't know who it was, said something to the effect, and I said, who is this? And they said, we're not going to tell you, or I'm not going to tell you who I am. And I was like, well, how'd you get my number? And they're like, I'm not going to tell you how I got your number. I just have it. And then they were like, you can block us if you want to, but just let me say my piece. And I was like, okay. And then they were like, when the time is right, we're going to expose Larry for who he really is. And I was like, so you're not going to tell me? And I said, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. And they're like, I'm not going to tell you who I am. And I was like, all right, fair enough. And I said, well, if you don't tell me who you are, 12 times out of 12, I'm going to block you. Like I was pretty much ready to block him. But I thought, well, I want to see where this is going. So I waited until after this person was done with their conversation. And he goes, I just want to let you know that I'm on your side. I'm not going to hurt you, but I am planning to expose Larry for who he really is. And I was like, you know what? Okay, do whatever you gotta do. Do whatever you think you have to do. Leave me out of it, though. I remember saying that. I was like, leave me out of it. And then I went and took a shower, and I came back, and they said, thanks for letting us text message you, or something like that. Thanks for reading it, or listening to our 2 cents, or something like that. I don't really remember. It was something towards that. I didn't respond, and I just blocked him. And I was like, I contemplated. I was like, should I tell the fans about this? Should I not? And I was like, fuck it, I'll just say it, because I don't know who it was. Now, they know who it was, because whoever texted me is probably watching. If they're not watching live, then they'll eventually watch it. So I'm not outing anyone, because I don't know who the fuck text messaged me that. But somebody did. So, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway. Vision says, I'm wearing gym shorts and eating fruit. I doubt that you're doing the same thing I'm doing, Visions, because I am technically wearing gym shorts, and we all know why I'm eating fruit. Fears has had way too much BK Lounge. And I've gotten a little fat, so I'm trying to get the weight down, my friends. I really am. So, yeah. So, but Visions, I remember you said you went to the BK Lounge the other night. How was it? Was it good? You got on your oh, I was gonna say Whopper Wednesday, but it is not Wednesday. It's Monday. It's Monday, my friend. So I've been trying to eat healthier, my friends. I have been trying to eat healthier. But yeah. Anyway. So anyway, that's all the bad stuff that I wanted to say. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Now we'll get back to the regular part of the stream. I am gonna finish reading all the comments and getting back to everybody. Maybe Larry has a crush on you. Oh, I mean, I hope not. I really hope not, because that would just be weird. Weird. Anyway. So yeah. Brock says, Yeah, that's cool, Fears. If you change your mind, I'm here. Yeah, I don't want revenge on anyone. It just gets a little annoying that I have to address all these stupid rumors and deal with all this stupid bullshit because a lot of this crap is just so immature. But it is what it is, you know? So, yeah. And I remember my friend Jason telling me this a long time ago. Fears, when you put yourself out there, you're going to have haters, you're going to have non-haters, people are going to judge you, some people are not going to judge you. And it took me a long time, a very long time, to accept that, you know? So, yeah. Vision says, it does seem that Larry is trying to turn you gay so that he can date you. Well, that'll never happen, Visions. That'll never happen in a million, quadrillion, kabillion years. And I think they also give me a bunch of shit because I haven't had a girlfriend, like, in 5 years. You know? Like, oh, Fears hasn't dated a woman in 5 years, so he must be gay. No, I just have had bad timing with girls, you know? Like, one girl cheated on me, and then I wish it would have worked out with me and Casey. I was really in love with her. I really was, but, you know, we're just better off as friends, you know? And I'm glad we're still friends. And she did message me quite a while ago and said, I want to let you know that I do still care about you. And I said, well, I care about you too. I said, but now it's too late. I said, you know, I'm glad we're friends, but I said, now you've got a husband. And she told me like a month or two ago, I think she's trying to have children. I said, I wish you the very best of luck. I said, there's no ill will. I said, good luck in life, you know. But do I wish it would have worked out? Yes, but it didn't. So, you know, I've moved on, and I have been trying to find a girl. It's just hard to find a girl out there. It really is, you know. Hell, my friend 6 years ago was in the same spot. He was like, hey, Fears. He goes, I think I'm just going to give up. And I said, give up on what? And I'm not going to reveal my friend's name. But he was like, man, he goes, I've been trying for like 3 or 4 years. I can't seem to find a girl, man. And I was like, buddy, I'm like, that just takes time. I'm like, if you give up, then you'll never find a girl. So I said, just stick with it. And he's like, Fears. He goes, it's so hard to find a girl. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. And he's like, a lot of people on dating apps, they're fake. Or I said, whatever happened to the good old days where like one of your friends could introduce you to another friend? I said, buddy, I said, sometimes that still happens. But I said, very rarely. I said, people are very busy with their lives. So the best thing to do is like use the dating apps. Because I told him, I said, it's very hard if you go out to a bar. Finding someone at a bar already is hard because usually they're either with their boyfriend or with their girlfriend or whoever. And if they're not married, then they're with their guy friends or their girlfriends, and you don't want to interrupt their group. And I'm like, do you really want to date somebody from a bar, you know? Nothing against bars. I'm just saying that's very hard. So I said, again, people are very busy. So I told my friend, just keep at it. And now my friend, he met someone like 2 or 3 years ago and said, hey, Fears, like, hey, man, if it worked for me, it can work for you. Hey, thanks a lot for giving me the advice you gave me. And I stuck with it, and I found a great girl. And now he's like super in love. And my friend has got a beautiful wife, and she's very sweet, and she's very nice. I've met her. And now they have children. I'm like, hey, way to go, buddy. I said, see, you listen to me. I said, if you wouldn't have listened to me, then you wouldn't have had a wife, and you wouldn't have had kids, and, you know, you wouldn't be where you are now. And he was like, that's true, Fears. He goes, man, I was that close. I was ready to give up and shit. So I'm sure my time will come. So anyway. Let's see. Brock said, I just told you, if it was me, I didn't text you. All right, well, good. I'm glad it wasn't you, Brock. But somebody texted me, and I don't know who it was. It would be strange if they didn't know who they were. Well, I definitely didn't know who this person was. I tried to get it out of them. I was like, who is this? Just tell me. I won't tell anyone. If they would have told me who it was, I wouldn't have came on a live and told all you guys. So I don't know who the hell it was. Could have been a guy. Could have been a girl. I have no clue. So there it is. So yeah. So Leonard, you said it would be strange. No, it was strange to get that message. So yeah. Vision says, sounds like a real-life superhero here to save the day. It could have been. It's true. I have a bowl of strawberries, blueberries, and some bananas with Greek. Nice! That actually sounds really good, Visions. Except for the yogurt. I can't have yogurt. I wish I could, but yogurt has a lot of milk products in it. But, or just milk, you know what I mean. But I love bananas. I love strawberries. I love blueberries. So, oh, and they don't believe that I'm trying to lose weight. They don't believe that I work out 3 times a week. Again, I used to work out 5 days a week. I'm not ready to do all that. I've been slowly but surely getting back into the gym. I try to work out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, either before work or after work or whenever. So I've been trying to get back to 5 days a week. Like work out Monday through Friday and have Saturday and Sunday off. That's what I've been trying to do. So anyway. Joey said, what are the rumors? Well, you just missed them, Joey. I only had 3. So yeah. So if you really want to know, Joey, God, my lips are chapped. Excuse me for a second. If you really want to know, Joey, as soon as this stream is done, just rewind it and watch it. So yeah. All right. So now that all the crap is done, let's get back to the fun stuff. So Joey, you missed one of the top 10s. I did my top 10 hobbies. So I will read them back to you. I put streaming. Streaming is definitely a hobby because I do it not every day, but almost every day. Editing. I edit a lot. I do writing. I've been writing a little bit more of the Lonely Ghost story. I haven't finished it, but I've been trying to add on a few more chapters. When I do have time, I do like to paint. I haven't painted. I'll be honest though, I have not painted in a while because I've been busy. So, but when I do have a chance, I do like to paint. I go walking all the time, working out, toy hunting. It's not so much toy hunt. Well, it is. It's like it is and it isn't. I go to the conventions for a couple of reasons. Not all the conventions that I go to are toy conventions. A lot of them are, but I would really like to get back to some bigger conventions. One day I would love to go to that Halloween and attractions convention again. For a couple of years, I think let's see, how many years did I go in a row? I think I went 2016. I went 2015, 2016, 2017. 2018 is the last time I went to the Halloween and attractions convention. That one's one of the biggest conventions I've ever went to in my entire life. The biggest conventions I've ever went to, that Halloween and attractions convention was 4 days long. That's the longest convention I've ever went to, is 4 days. Wizard World Comic Con is by far the biggest. That had like 40 to 45,000 people would show up in downtown St. Louis. So, but that convention is no more. Well, I think it is still around, but they changed the name. Now it's like they switched it from Wizard World Comic Con to like the Fanboy Expo or something like that. So I don't know if they come to Missouri anymore. So it's been a while. I would like to do some more traveling and go to some more bigger conventions. But Jeff is a very good friend of mine. Jeff's a very good guy. He's got a wife. He's got a bunch of kids. Jeff is a cool motherfucker. And if you are ever in the Orlando area, you got to come to some of Jeff's shows. So if you guys want some information on Jeff's shows, there's 2 places to go. You can go to www.floridatoyshowsandexpos.com. That's an easy place to go to. Or if you just write in this right here, this thing right here, with the star, on Facebook, his Facebook will pop up. So yeah. By the way, if you want to send Fears fan mail, I want to see your guys' fan mail. I haven't had any fan mail in quite a while. The last person to send me fan mail was Walter, and he sent me some epic shit. He sent me Vigo, the Carpathian, and Walter, I'll be honest, I'm not going to bullshit with you. Fears has been lazy, and I haven't put it in a frame yet, my friend. I have not put it in a frame yet, but I will. And I know exactly where I'm going to put it. And he also got me a steel book of Ghostbusters. Speaking of steel books, I still haven't counted all my steel books up, because Jason, I know you're watching, and I'll get to your question in a minute. I'll be honest, I don't know how many steel books I have. I lost count. So when I get some time, I'm going to recount all of my steel books, and then I'll have an exact count for you. But I haven't counted them in a while, because I did buy some new steel books on my recent trip back home to visit with my friends and my family. So anyway, send Fears some fan mail, and I will respond to it either in a live stream like this, or I'll make a video. And if you can't write it down real quick, then don't worry, my friends. This address right here is always in every description of every video and every live stream I upload. All right. Anyway, so now I'm going to get to Jason. Oh, actually, here, let me finish this, Jason, and then I will get to your question. Number 8, travel. Number 9, conventions. And then number 10, Google reviews. So let me just start a new column here. Let's see. The next one is top 10 coffees. I have drank a lot of coffees, my friend. Top 10 coffees. And remember, at the end of the year, if I fill up this entire book by the end of the year, I will read all the top 10s that we did all through the year. So far I've used that much paper up, so we still have a good amount left. So yeah. All right, Jason says, I'm curious, what is holding you back from working out more than 3 days a week? I'll be honest, Jason, I don't think I can work out more than 4 times a week. I am so out of shape, you know, that I'm trying to get back into shape, but I am so out of shape. I don't think I could physically do like 4 days a week or 5 days. I used to work out 5 days a week, run on the treadmill, lift the weights like that. But I wanted to get back into it gradually. Because I recently went to the doctor's before I went on my trip, and my doctor was like, Fears, you are in perfect health. He goes, the only thing that you need to worry about, he goes, get the cholesterol down a little bit and get the weight down. He goes, you're fine. He goes, a good weight for your age, someone that's in their 40s. I'm not 41 yet. I'm almost 41. Because a few minutes ago I said I'm 40. I said a 41-year-old wouldn't do this. I'm going to turn 41 in October, so we're getting close. But right now I'm 40. He said, my doctor said, a good weight for your age, Fears, for a person your height and a person your age. He goes, anywhere from about 165 to 175 is like a perfect weight. So he said, how much do you weigh? And I don't weigh this anymore, but when I went to the doctor's 3 or 4 months ago, I was 230 something. So the heaviest I've ever been is 240. I'm not at 240 anymore, but when I went to go visit him like 3 or 4 months ago, I'm being honest, I don't remember if I went 4 months ago or 3 months ago, but it was somewhere around there. I was around 230, and he said, yeah, he goes, just try to get down somewhere between, those numbers. And I said, fair enough. So hopefully that answers your question, Jason. I'm trying to get to at least 4 days a week or 5 days a week, but it's been hard. All right, let's continue on. So, Vision, I have a question. You said you were about to watch Return of the Jedi. I'm just straight up gonna ask you. I'm just curious. I'm really curious. Which one out of the original trilogy do you like the best? I'm not talking about the prequels and all the new bullshit. I'm not talking about Rogue One and all that crap. I'm talking about Star Wars: A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, or I'm sorry, Empire. I'm getting tired. Excuse me. Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. Which one's your favorite out of those three? New Hope, Strikes Back, or Jedi. Return of the Jedi. For me, I keep jumping back and forth. Sometimes I like A New Hope more. Other times I like, Empire Strikes Back. Sometimes I like Return of the Jedi. Right now, I'm really digging Empire Strikes Back because Fears has been rocking this hat for quite a long time. Ever since I got this hat at one of Jeff's Star Wars conventions. It was just sitting on some vendor's table, and he wanted like $20 for it, and I was like, no. He's like, what are you talking about, Fears? Like, this is a great hat. I'm like, it is a great hat, but not for fucking $20. And I said, I'm thinking a good $10. And he's like, Fears, you're out of your mind. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, that is a fair price. I'm like, nobody would pay $20 fucking for a hat. And he was like, I would, Fears. I'm like, well, guess what? I'm not you. So I got it for I think it was like $10 I got it for. I think. I know, I sure as hell didn't pay $20 for it. So yeah. Anyway, I was just curious. Let's see. Geodude says, no offense, dude. No offense taken. No offense taken. But that's not a good reason. There's people morbidly obese, 300 to 400 pounds, and they would work out every day. I know, and I'm not trying to use it as an excuse, Jason. I'm really out of shape, so I hope one day I can get back to working out 5 days a week or 4 days a week or whatever. But right now I'm working out 3 days a week. Like some days I just work on arms, some days I work on legs, some days I just run on the treadmill, But I am trying my best, I really am. So yeah. Vision says, I used to like Return of the Jedi when I was a kid, but now it's a bit too puppet heavy with Jabba's palace and in the Ewoks. Empire rules. I know, I love Empire Strikes Back. I fucking love it. Especially the scene where it's all dark. It's all dark in the scene, and fucking Luke Skywalker's just kind of looking around, And then all of a sudden you hear Vader just out of nowhere just like, the Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet. And then, oh yeah, then the battle of wits, the battle of all battles starts. That's right. Yo, what's up, Rezzy? What's up, Rezzy? I wasn't trying to ignore you. I was trying to answer everyone's questions, but what up, girl gamer Rezzy? Good to see you. Good to see you. You know what, Rebecca? You do know that Visions has a girlfriend, I don't know what Rebecca's problem is, Visions. I don't know what the hell's going on with this girl. Rebecca, Visions probably I mean, I'm not Visions, but I guarantee you probably Visions thinks it's a little awkward. Visions has got a lady. I don't know her name. That's why I always call her Mrs. Visions. I know you're not married to her, Visions, but I don't know what else to call her, So, because you and your lady watch together. Not all the time, Visions, but I know you said, she's a big fan of my content. You're a big fan. Plus, you're my buddy. You're my friend. But yeah, Rebecca, that's just weird. It's really weird. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, nice quote, Visions. Impressive. Most impressive. And then fucking Vader, he's trying to be like Mr. Hot Shit, He's like, Obi-Wan has taught you well. And then fucking Skywalker's like, oh, you'll find that I'm full of surprises and shit. And then, you are beaten. You are beaten. And then the laser's fucking 2 inches from Skywalker's face. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, it's useless to resist. Don't make me destroy you. And then he's just like, wham, 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 a bunch of lasers, and then he gets his fucking hand cut off. He gets his fucking hand cut off. Vader, you son of a bitch. You fucking son of a bitch, Vader. actually, I shouldn't say that, because at first, he's on the light side. Then he's on the dark side. And then he gets his head out of his ass. And then he goes back to the light side. So, Vader and Anakin's got quite a complex mind. So, yeah. He's all over the fucking place, but I do like Empire Strikes Back. But I'll be honest, Visions, I can't decide. Like, Fears, what's your favorite out of New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi? Like I said, I've been bouncing back and forth for quite a while. Right now, I'm all about Empire Strikes Back, though. But, like, give it another 4 months, and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And then it'll be like Return of the Jedi, or it'll be A New Hope. So, there it is. I just can't wait to go to one of Jeff's conventions and find, like, A New Hope hat just like this, or a Return of the Jedi's hat. But every time I go, I've seen this one pop up on someone else's table. I'm like, nope, I've already bought that one. So, there it is. So, hopefully one day I can find A New Hope hat and a Return of the Jedi hat. That would be cool. All right, let's get to the top 10 coffees, my friends. All right, number 1. I'll admit it, Fears does like my Folgers. My Folgers coffee. The best part of waking up is fucking Folgers in your cup. And then they would always do that fucking cheesy dialogue. Folgers! And then, like, some guy would all be like, you know, and do all one of that shit. Anyway. Yo, Museum, what's up? You better behave this time so I don't have to time you out again. So Folgers, let's see, number 2. I do like Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean. I do like Starbucks, but I'll be honest. Jason, I don't know. Jason, do you and Amy like Starbucks? I'm just curious. I do like it, but man, they are expensive. A coffee should be a reasonable price for a coffee is like $2.50. You go to fucking Starbucks. Oh yeah, Fears, that'll be $6. $6 for fucking what? I'm like, fuck your $6. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I bought a coffee at the airport, and it was alright. It was like $4.50 or something at the airport. So it was okay, but I do like Starbucks, but man, they are expensive as fuck sometimes. So, but I will put it down, Starbucks. I do like that Firefighter's coffee. The stuff that I've been drinking. The stuff that I'm drinking right now is Firefighter's coffee. So they do have good coffee. Girl Gamer says, it's okay, how are you? I'm doing good. Girl Gamer, I'm just curious. We haven't chatted in quite a while. What game currently are you playing? You playing any Resident Evil? You playing any, you know, are you going vintage? Or are you doing like Super Nintendo? You doing any of that Avatar shit? Or whatever the hell it's called? Oh, God. What the fuck do the young people play? What is it? Mind Squares or whatever the hell it is? Mind Squares? You play any of that? Or the whatever the fuck Fortnite is? Or Minecraft, not Mind Squares. Minecraft, excuse me. Anyway, but good to see you. Good to see you. Some retro at the moment. Oh, nice! What type of retro? What type of retro games? My favorite my favorite game in general. It is retro, but my favorite game of all time. It is so fucking good. Super Mario Brothers Part 3. It is so fucking good. So good. So good. Alright, let's see. Firefighter's coffee. And then that military coffee that I drink, that one's good. And that military coffee and that firefighter's coffee, you can get both at Walmart, and it's Really good. And it's kind of cool. Every time you buy one of those, some of the proceeds go to like help firefighters and help the veterans. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Great value coffee is good. You know, like Walmart's version. Let's see here. Shuffler says, I rarely buy Starbucks, only if I'm with other people and they crave it. I prefer quality than quantity because I drink at the moment a few cups throughout the day. See, I don't do a few cups. If I at the most I have, I mean, I have coffee every morning. When I get back from work, doesn't matter what type of breakfast I have. Like if like when I come home, this is usually my go-to, Shuffler, this is my go-to routine. I get home from work. I either make breakfast first and then I take a shower, or sometimes I take a shower right away. Just depends on how hungry I am. If I'm not that hungry, then I'll take a shower first and then make breakfast. If I'm super hungry, I'll eat breakfast first and have my coffee. But either way, I have my coffee. So I have coffee with my breakfast. And then usually I'll have a coffee whenever I do a live stream, and that's about it. So usually it's 2 cups a day. So a cup whenever I get home from work, and you know, sometimes I skip breakfast though. So if I have lunch, then I'll have coffee then. If I skip breakfast and take a shower and then go right to sleep, you know. So whatever meal I have, usually it's breakfast in the morning, like when I get home. Like I'll make like 2 eggs and like maybe some toast, or sometimes I'll just have some cereal, you know, and then some coffee, whatever, you know, whatever I'm craving, you know. So there's that. And then usually, if I don't stream, then I'll have coffee whenever I'm editing my videos. If I do stream, then I'll have coffee like now, you know, when I'm streaming. So yeah. So Shuffler says, what's my favorite console? Ooh, that is a hard one. I don't know. Because I like different consoles for different reasons. Let me put it this way. I'll just tell you one of my favorite consoles. Probably the regular Nintendo, the OG, the gray, you know, the gray box, the OG one. So yeah. Let's see here. Whatever. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Another rumor. I don't remember who said this one. I think it's like some idiot in the Discord called Captain Crone's like, oh, Fears can never do a top 10 and like not look something up on Google. The reason I do that sometimes is I'll say something, right? And I'm about 95% positive. Well, I don't want them thinking that I'm a liar, so I'll just spew out some topic, or I'll say, yeah, I think it's this. And then I'm like, well, I'm 95% positive. I better check to see if I am right. So I'll go to Google, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And he's like, and then that idiot's like, oh, can't Fierce do it by himself? I'm like, yeah, 11 times out of 12, usually I can do a top 10 list by myself. But if I need some help, I'm not a perfect human being, you know, so I'll look something up online just to make sure I'm right, so they don't think I'm lying. Because if I'm 95% positive, well, I'm not 100% positive, you know? I'm 95%, so I'm like, well, let me make sure and go to Google and say what I said is correct. And then if I'm not correct, then I usually tell you, oh, my bad, guys. I said, you know, that famous actor was this age, and really, I did it for, like, Nev Campbell. I said, oh, Nev Campbell is 50 years old. I said, hang on, let me go check. And I think she's 49. Right, 48, 49. And I checked, and I wasn't right. So then I admitted that I wasn't right. I was like, oh, my bad. Well, I got it close. That's usually when I check Google for that type of shit. But it's that kind of bullshit. Yeah, they expect you to be perfect online, and no one is perfect online. So, but again, I'll go to my old phrase. It doesn't matter what I say or what I do. They're going to criticize you for fucking something, you know? So anyway. All right, so I got Folgers, Coffee Bean, Starbucks, Firefighter Coffee, Military Coffee, Great Value. Let's see here. There's a place in St. Louis. I don't even know. They don't really have a name for this coffee. If you ever go to St. Louis, they have this little donut shop called Donut Delight. I've talked to you guys about it. Their coffee is fucking fantastic. They don't really have a name for their coffee. You just go into Donut Delight and say, I want these 2 donuts and I want a coffee. Every time I've gone to Donut Delight, I fucking love their coffee. So I'm just going to put down Donut Delight coffee. Donut Delight coffee. Let's see here. I do like their pumpkin spice at Starbucks. So I'm going to put pumpkin spice. I mean, I don't love it. It's okay. I mean, I do like it, though. Let's see here. And then, a long time ago, if you guys remember, if you're hardcore Fears fans, when I went to that Halloween convention, I bought a Jason Voorhees brand of coffee, and I also bought a Michael Myers version. Those 2 coffees were fucking amazing. I don't remember the names of them, so I'm just going to put down Jason Voorhees coffee and Michael Myers coffee. But if you go back to any of those old Halloween streams or any of those old Halloween conventions, somewhere I either bought them on camera or I bought them off camera. I don't really recall, because I don't. So they can't call me a liar. But I know for a fact I bought them. So Jason Voorhees coffee. And Michael Audrey, his middle name is Audrey, Michael Audrey Myers. There we are. So the top 10 coffees are Folgers, Coffee Bean, Starbucks, Firefighter's Coffee, Military Coffee, Great Value Coffee, Donut Delight Coffee. Their donuts and their coffee are so fucking good. I don't mean to curse, but they are. Pumpkin Spice, Jason Voorhees coffee, and Michael Myers coffee. Visions, I think you are the only one that's ever been to my hometown. So, I know you and your girlfriend went there a couple years ago. I remember you telling me, like, Fears, we fucking drove right through Wentzville. We drove through St. Peter's. We drove through O'Fallon. Visions, I'm telling you, if you and your girlfriend ever go to the Midwest ever again, look up a place in downtown. It's not like super downtown. It's like, it's not in O'Fallon. It's like right when you get into St. Louis. Look up this place called Donut Delight. They have the best coffee and they have the best donuts. They are so fucking good. Not that the Fears man needs any more donuts in my life, because I don't. But they are good. And you know what? I was so busy on this last trip, I didn't even make it to Donut Delight this last trip. I wanted to, but I just didn't. By the way, Fears got I got a couple of Emo's Pizza new shirts on the trip, and this is one of them. Emo's Pizza, the fucking greatest pizza parlor, in my opinion, of all time. Hell, I like Emo's Pizza so much, I'll even tell the trolls, internet trolls, if you get a chance, go to St. Louis and get some Emo's Pizza. It is to fucking die for. It's amazing. So yeah. Anyway. Kool-Aid Man, Kool-Aid Dude says, summer is cool, dudes. Oh yeah. This is true. This is very true. Yo, Beer Man, what's up? Good to see you. I haven't seen Beer Man in forever. So, yeah. Vision says, I was wondering what that t-shirt was. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't buy just one Emo's Pizza shirt, Visions. I just went in. There's a place in St. Peter's. I can't think of the name. Hang on. Let me grab my phone. Because I know I took a picture of the building. And it's that place. Someone in the chat a few days ago was like, hey, Fierce, can I buy an Emo's Pizza shirt off you? And I said, no. You can go to Missouri and buy your own. And then I explained kind of the store. It's basically like a sports. It's half a sports store where you can get sports memorabilia. But they've got T-shirts and pants and shorts and coats and long sleeve shirts and short sleeve shirts that has anything and everything to do with St. Louis. They even have Donut Delight T-shirts in there. I mean, they have everything. They have shirts for everything that's St. Louis. So if you're ever in town, you and your lady Vision should go to this place, because I went there and said, do you have an XL in every single Emo shirt? And I'll buy them all. And the lady was like, oh yeah, we've got like 3 or 4 new ones. And I said, sweet, let me get an XL in each one of those. So I bought like 3 or 4. And then you guys have seen me been wearing all my my new St. Louis Blues shirts, because I've been wearing them the last few days. So yeah. So let me go get my my phone, and I'll tell you the name, because that place is amazing to get St. Louis merch. So let me just grab my phone. Now, I'm pretty sure I took a picture of this building. I'm pretty sure. But if I can't, I'll have to look up the name of this building that sells all this merch. Let's see here. This trip was pretty awesome. I mean, I got to visit with my dad and my grandma twice. And then I went to a Toy Man toy show, and I hung out with my mom, and I took my mom out to dinner a couple of times. And then my brother came with us a couple of times. It was good to see my brother's wife. And then I got to hang out with Chicken Wizard on camera and off camera. Chicken Wizard is a friend, and he's a longtime fan. And, man, it was such a good time. Let's see. Did I take a picture of that? Oh, my buddy Tom got married. And I went to his. He didn't really have like a traditional wedding. They eloped and went to the courthouse and got married. But he did have like a reception party, and I went to that, and I got him and his wife, his new wife, a gift, and there's me and Tom going BUNG. So there's my buddy Tom. He's a good guy. And there's Tom's new wife, and then that's Tom's dad. His name is Bill. He's such a cool guy. And then that's his mom. And I forgot her name because I haven't seen her in quite a long time. But Tom's a cool friend. Tom's a cool guy. Let's see. Where's that fucking place? Give me a second, Visions. And probably the coolest thing I did is me and my friend Travis, we downloaded every single St. Louis, Missouri movie location for Escape from New York, and we went to each and every one of them, because they only filmed in three places. They filmed for like 2 days in New York. They filmed 95% of it in downtown St. Louis, and then they filmed for like maybe a week on LA sets and a few nights in like LA alleyways, and that's it. Most of it was shot in downtown St. Louis. So I cannot wait for you guys to see that vlog. That is going to be amazing. Watch it, Vision. I guarantee you, I bet you I didn't take a photo of the outside of the building. I could have sworn I did, but hang on, give me a second. I thought I did. Oh, there it is. There it is. I finally found it. So, if you go to the Rally House, in St. Peter's, they have like every type of Missouri shirt. They've got shirts for Cardinals, Blues. Now we've got a soccer team. Now we've got a football team. But I did not get a shirt of our football team because I haven't seen them play yet, and I didn't get a soccer shirt because I haven't seen our soccer team play yet. And that's where I got all these Emo's Pizza shirts, and they have the Donut Delight shirts and everything. I shit you not, everything that is St. Louis, you can get there. So I try to go there every single trip and get some St. Louis merch. Hell yeah. Shuffler says, hey, Fears, I love watching movies. Hey, Shuffler, guess what? So do I. I haven't watched these yet, but I bought these. Watched, unwatched. But I'm going to. Which, speaking of, let's pick out something for Fears to watch tonight. I have to go into work at 4 tonight, so a little bit later, because we're not as busy tonight. My boss already texted me and said, hey, Fears, it's going to be a slow night. And I was like, all right, just tell me when to come in. That's why I'm doing a later stream. And he's like, just show up at 4. And I was like, sounds good. And so then I texted him back and said, so light night? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, extremely light night. I went, all right, fair enough. So, tonight, I'm going to watch Alien vs. Predator Part Deuce. Because I already watched Part 1, and it was fucking great. And then I'm going to watch Neighbors 2. So these are the two that I'm going to watch. So I don't know if I'll get to both of these, but by the time I stream tomorrow, I'll have both of these watched. And I will review these. But I'm telling you, Visions, if you ever go to the Midwest again, you need to go to that Rally's house. It's... because I think you are the only one in the community, as far as I know, because I remember you messaged me and said, hey, Fears, you'll never guess where I am right now. And I was like, well, I know you and your girl are on vacation. And he goes, yeah, but you don't know. He goes, where am I, though? And I was like, I have no idea. And he's like, we just drove through Wentzville, Missouri. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, Fears, I'm dead serious. He goes, we're going to drive through O'Fallon. We're going to drive through St. Peter's. And I was like, that's fucking great. That's fucking awesome. I was like, well, way to go, buddy. So there it is. I'm telling you, go there and get yourself some St. Louis merch. Biatches. That's right. Let's see. Shuffler says, because it's working, my friend. You have an impressive movie collection. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be honest, Shuffler. I buy so much movies. I try to watch as much as possible, but I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to watch everything in my own lifetime, because I've got all of this shit I need to watch, and then there's TV shows that I've bought over there that I need to watch, so I'll try to get to as much as possible. Alright, let's continue on. Let's see, so we did the top 10 coffees, we did the top 10 hobbies, I addressed the rumors. Let's do the top 10 campfires. Because, I'll be honest, I was in Boy Scouts for quite a long time. So, I remember some of the names, but I don't remember all of them. But for all the ones that I can't remember, I'll describe. But, here we go. Top 10 campfires. Because there's a bunch of ways that you can make a fire. So, number one is the world famous log cabin fire, where you just do you put 2 logs like this and then 2 logs like that, and you keep going all the way up. So, log cabin fire. Number 2, then there's the teepee fire, where you kind of put them like this and you put it like that. So, the teepee fire. Number 3, I've never made this fire, but I remember my Boy Scout leader doing this one, and this is my most, I'm putting it on the list because it's the most dumbest way to make a fire. And it's literally called the star fire. He took a bunch of logs and made a star, and then you put some kindling like in the middle, and what it's supposed to do is that kindling is supposed to ignite the outer star and then make it come to life. So I was like, that's the most stupidest way to make a fire, but it is a way to make a fire. So Starfire. I don't know if that's the appropriate name, but that's what he called it. Let's see. Shuffler, I do appreciate you saying that. But you know what's even most impressive? I remember when I had your lady on, Mrs. Immortal. She just showed some of her VHS tapes, but I guarantee you somewhere in your house, or I'm just assuming, I probably shouldn't assume, but she loves VHSs so much, I almost guarantee you that you have a room just set aside for her VHS collection. So, I could be wrong, but yeah. If she does, that would be hilarious. I've kind of forgotten the other campfires, so that's what I'm looking up. So I'll probably get hell for this. Because it's been a while since I've been in Boy Scouts. Let's see here. Well, if I could spell, hang on. Let's see here. Oh yeah, now I remember. I have made a pyramid fire. Yep, pyramid. I remember that from Boy Scout camp. See, it just takes me a little bit to remember. So I also do this whenever I have a brain fart. Because, again, I'm not perfect. But apparently to the trolls, you have to be fucking perfect at everything. So, pyramid fire. I have made that before, pyramid fire. The pyramid fire is like a log cabin fire. It's just a tad bit different. Let's see here. I wrote down the teepee fire. I wrote down the star fire. I wrote down the log cabin fire. Let's see. What else? I'm trying to remember ones that I actually built. Let's see here. Because I built a lot of fires when I was in Boy Scout camp. I mean, a lot. Let's see here. Because I don't want to put these down if I haven't done them. I have done a reflective fire. It's basically where you make half of a log cabin, and then on one side, to reflect the fire to go that way, you build a wall of logs. So most of the fire goes that way. So a reflective fire. I have done that one. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've made that one. Like when I was a camp counselor 2 years ago at church campfire. At church camp. I was in charge of doing my movie class, and then they said, "Oh, Fears, you've been a Boy Scout." And I said, "I have." And they said, "Each night, do you and your friend Jason want to make the campfire?" I said, "We can do that." So every night between me and Jason, I was like, "Jason, one night you pick your favorite campfire to do. Another night." I did a lot of log cabin. Log cabin is probably my favorite type of fire to do. But Jason did pick out a few good ones. There we are. Let's see here. But yeah, my least favorite is a Starfire. And then there's I don't know what you call it, but I always called it fire between logs, where you put a bunch of logs, you like stack up a whole bunch of logs on one side, like 4 logs on one side and 4 logs on the other, and then you just have a fire in the middle. And I don't think there's a name for it, so I'm just going to call it fire between logs. So that's a good one. I remember doing that one a lot. I did that one at church camp. All right, and then the next one, let's see here. There's one, now, I've never made this one. No, see, I don't want to put that one down because my Boy Scout leader made it. I never did that one. I did do a cooking fire. It's where you suspend whatever you're cooking from a log, and you make a little fire like this, and then picture this, you put a log at that type of angle, and then you just hang your cooking pot over it, and you cook whatever meal. So I have done a cooking fire. And then let's see what else. I have done an X fire, where you take 2 logs and you make an X, and the fire goes up, and then you just keep putting kindling on it. So I have done an X fire. And then 2 more. What else? Let's see. What else? What else have I actually made? Let's see here. What else? I'm trying to find another one that I actually made. Let's see here. Oh, a lean fire, where you take a rock. I have done one of those. You take a rock and you lean the logs across it. So a lean fire. I've done that one. And then, let's see here. What else? I'm trying to remember all the ones I've done. That's all the ones that I remember doing. So the last one, I'm going to put one that my Boy Scout leader did. I never made this one. He did a long parallel fire. You can look that one up on Google. It's where you lay them parallel against each other, and then you put a bunch of kindling in between. I've never made it, but I've seen my Boy Scout leader do it. So I'm going to put that one down. Because I've never made that one, but he's made it. There we are. All right, there we are. Let me close Google real quick. Okay. All right. So there we are. But I appreciate you saying that, Shuffler. I do. Shuffler, what's a movie that you've seen recently? What's a movie that you've seen recently, and are you looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine? I know I asked Visions if he's seen it, and he said, "Fears, I'm not really into Deadpool." And I was like, fair enough. And I know LC's seen it. I haven't seen it yet. So, but I mean, I like Deadpool a little bit, but my favorite will always be Superman. That's my fave. So yeah. But Visions, I am looking forward to seeing that long legs thing, because that looked freaky, man. That looked fucking nuts. Like that FBI agent, she's like on the phone or something, and then I don't even know what she gets hit on the back of her head. It happened so quick. It looked like an axe. It could have been an axe. Could have been a billy club. I have no idea what the fuck it was, but it happened like that. It was so quick. And I was like, damn. So, I am curious to see that one. And with that, I think I'm going to end I'll save the movie questions for tomorrow, my friends, because it is getting late. It's already 1 o'clock. So, I'm going to skedaddle for now. But we hadn't done any top 10s in quite a while. So, 3 top 10s is pretty good for one night. So, anyway, Fears will see you later. I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Visions, I haven't promoted your website in quite a while. If you want some cool merch, www.exhumvisions.com. Check out Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Check out Pixel, Lord Pixel, on YouTube. Check out Girl Gamer Resi at Girl Gamer Resi on YouTube. Check out the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on Twitch. Sega, you better get back to Twitch, and you better get back now. I'm just joking, Sega. Go back to it whenever you want, buddy. And check them out on the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube, my friends. Who doesn't like Sega? Sega is a fucking great guy. Sega is a very cool guy. Sega is a very funny guy. He makes me laugh. Sega's great. Sega is great. Who else? Check out LC at Heroes and Villains Collectibles. Check him out. He makes some great content. LC, I caught a little bit of your Wolverine and Deadpool streams tonight. I'll be honest, I would be lying if I said I caught all of it. I did not. I caught a little bit of it. What I did catch was pretty good, my friend. All right, I'm taking off. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And I'm taking off. Peace, deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Gung! All right, bye.